Yo, salute y'all. Good morning. It's super early right now for me. Well, possibly for some of y'all, but obviously I see a bunch of people in the chat. So y'all are up, y'all are at it, y'all are awake. I don't know if some of y'all ain't been to sleep yet. I don't know. I don't know if some of y'all on the way home from God knows what, and y'all like, oh fuck it. I see this guy on the internet talking mess. So let me tune in and see what's going on. I appreciate y'all joining the chat. Super early. Super early, man. I'm just chilling. I got a couple topics to run through real quick, and then I'm gonna get to the title. Y'all see the title? It says, Y'all going too far. Y'all are going too far. So I'm gonna save that for last. Before we get there, we're gonna chop a bit. Um, damn, I got a long day coming up today, man. I really, really do. I got I'm already in my gym gear. You know what I'm saying? I even got this is a gym shirt underneath. Right. I got my gym gear on. After this, I'm gonna probably by the time I hop off this live, I'm gonna hit the treadmill for probably like 45 minutes. How do y'all pass time on the treadmill? How do y'all pass time doing cardio? I always did music or videos. Video is probably most common. Either I'm on a tablet, either I'm on a treadmill that got a screen, or I'm watching a TV that's like mounted somewhere. Right now, what I'm watching the most is I'm watching Breaking Bad. I must admit, y'all, some of y'all gonna jump in these comments and say that I'm tripping. I've never fully watched Breaking Bad. A lot of y'all know me that I be on my movie game, really be on top of my shit when it comes to the flicks. Series, I'm there. I'm solid. I'm pretty strong with series, but there's a lot of stuff that I skip. I didn't purposefully skip Breaking Bad. I knew that it was good. I heard that it was good, highly critically acclaimed. I started watching it, it feels like a couple years ago. Got like halfway into season one, and I think I got sidetracked and I never cut it back on. Not because it wasn't good, but now I'm fully vested. I'm about the same time in again. I started from the beginning. I didn't want to make sure that I miss anything because I'm keep everything fresh. You be having those little tie-ins as the characters get developed and all that type of stuff. So I knew the premise and all that. But it's real good so far. It's pretty much what I remember. I love the production. I love the acting. I love the actors. I love the chemistry of the actors. Um, there's a lot of dilemmas that's already getting tossed in there. You know, there's a lot of tie-ins. You know, with the brother-in-law is a DEA agent. You know, we all know the main character's plot. You know, he's breaking bad. He's turning bad. I'm at the point in season one where he's starting to get off on being bad. You know, like the guy that annoyed him and took his parking spot. He blows up his car when he bumped into him again. Um, you know, he's on his wife a certain way now. That's not a bad thing. But you know, he's starting to get off on like, you know what, like fuck it. Like my whole life, I've been living under a rule. I haven't made my own decisions. I've been living up to the society standard and just being within that system. It kind of feels like the Matrix. I just been a part of the Matrix. I've just been a part of the system. Just that's it. And now my eyes, my mentality, everything is opened up because now I really feel like there's a clock on my back. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really telling me like this may not be operable. You know, you could stay optimistic, but you know, it's like stage 3A cancer that he's fighting. You know what I'm saying? He's at the point where he's coughing up blood, he's passing out, he's having spells, he's weak, he's already going through chemotherapy and all that. So I mean, you could only imagine how much that'll change a person for the good, for the bad, or for both. You know what I'm saying? It probably make think about it like this. How many of y'all be mad reckless when you know you're dreaming? You know that state before you get to real deep sleep where you already having the visions in your mind and all that of doing whatever out in the world, but you know you sleep. You be a little bit more reckless, right? You be like, I'm gonna rob this fucking bank because I know this is a dream and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I guess I'm just trying to create a parallel of what it might be like to get to the ultimate fuck it because you only got one life to live. And some of us, for religious reasons or for our own personality, some of us don't fear death, but a lot of us do because that's the thing that you can't come back from. So just imagine what it's like to know it's a wrap for me. I probably got 6 months to a year. And then once you get past digesting that, you start to equate what's most important to you. I got a family here. I got a daughter on the way. Like my wife is pregnant, and I got a son here that needs me. You know what I'm saying? So, I gotta leave behind a legacy. I want to leave behind some money. So that starts to break him bad. You know what I mean? So he has a great reason, a justified reason in many people's eyes of why he's doing certain shit that he's doing, despite being so systematic with his lifestyle prior. But I think that's a good reminder too, man. Sometimes we gotta look in the mirror and we gotta check ourselves at what type of lifestyle are we living? Are we so robotic that we're not enjoying or really fulfilling the maximal, I guess, capabilities of our life? I got a lot of robotic shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like you put a camera on me, at least 6 days out of 7 minimum, you're gonna feel like bing, 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 bing. Yep, that's his. He do a lot of that, and some of it is like, duh. He's working here, he's over here, he's entertaining this, he's with family over here. You know what I mean? It starts to feel a little bit robotic, but you have to make sure that you find those occurrences to break out of that system that our lives just follow. Whether that's, a random date with your lady, or for you ladies, you got whatever you went, could be a random day with your guy, random, a vacation. Vacations, like, they really hit the reset button for a lot of people for that reason. The same reason that we're discussing. A vacation, a getaway, hit a new restaurant, um, go hang out with some friends that you haven't seen in a while. Just doing something outside of your regular norms. You'd be surprised how routine our lives get, and we don't really pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? Even some of my getaways are norms. Like today, after I work a little bit and then I run some errands, I'm gonna go on a shopping spree. Like, I'm gonna tear these fucking malls the fuck up. I'm probably gonna be shopping for at least 6, 7 hours out of the day today, right? I do that a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I sometimes I use shopping just to get out the house. You know what I mean? But even that is kind of like a norm to me. But I still feel like part of it is getting me away from some routine. So it could be normal for me, but it's not necessarily part of the it has to happen today or this week routine. You see what I'm saying? So to a degree, it still breaks the mold for me. So you gotta find things, people. You gotta find things. But yeah, Breaking Bad, very interesting for all of those reasons we just said. You see, when I watch a show like that, where my mind goes, I'm pretty sure I'm only like halfway through season 1, so I'm pretty sure other storylines and narratives and dilemmas and all that type of stuff are gonna come in, and I'm gonna enjoy all of that too. One thing that I'm going to predict, and for you big TV heads out in the world, don't kill me. I'm going to predict that Breaking Bad is better than Sopranos. Now, if you really follow me, people might think that I'm taking the opportunity to further separate The Wire from The Sopranos because I'm such a Wire guy, right? I think The Wire is the best piece of television in history. If you put me on a if you put me on a deserted island and you say take one piece of television entertainment with you, whether a movie or a series, something that you're gonna have to replay, only that one piece of content. I'm taking The Wire with me. If you say pick your favorite TV show of all time, I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna say, don't even ask me that question. It's undisputed. If you ask me to equate everything, sitcoms, drama series, movies, any, you take everything, you put it in the same pot, all genres of entertainment, television wise, and say, pick something. The Wire. It is so clever. It is so good. It is just, and I've probably watched it a million times and I still catch details where I'm just like, it's so fucking genius. The writing of The Wire is just untouchable to me. And I do admit, I think it's so good that it kind of even built up a further bias in me. So that when I started seeing people say things like The Sopranos can be compared to The Wire, I was a little like, come on, man, there is no such thing. But then I took myself through The Sopranos. I watched the whole Sopranos and I was like, yo, The Sopranos is good. The Sopranos is not only good, I also really, really enjoyed the ending. When I was in heavy Sorry It's True mode, which is returning now, by the way. When I was in heavy Sopranos mode, I did a video talking about the ending. I thought the ending was genius. Some people don't like the ending of Sopranos. I loved it. I thought it was a payoff. You know what I'm saying? And most of us know what happened. I think the directors already talked about what happened and all that, like at like press conferences and stuff like that. But I thought it was a beautiful ending. I didn't see it really coming, and that even added to it. But The Sopranos is a very, very, very good piece of television. But even The Sopranos ain't no number two. It ain't no. To be honest, I'll take Stranger Things over The Sopranos. I'm waiting for the final Stranger Things to start back up. You know what else I'll take over The Sopranos? Ozarks, Narcos, and Narcos didn't have enough seasons, so people's not going to think that that's a fair comparison. Narcos only had like 2 or 3, right? But Stranger Things to me is more compelling, better production, better acting. You know what I'm saying? It's more on the sci-fi, kind of like kiddish a little bit, but it's a great piece of television. Great piece of television. What's another one? I said Ozarks. Um, there's just a bunch that I put before The Sopranos, even though it's a great piece of TV. And I'm predicting that Breaking Bad is going to be another one of those that I feel like steps in front of The Sopranos. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only using The Sopranos like this for all my Soprano fans out there. I don't want y'all to think like, oh, he's just picking on The Sopranos. I'm only using that as a measuring stick because it's touted so high. The Sopranos is really looked at as either number one, number two, or number three of TV series, shows of all time. And I think it's great. And I'm not mad at people that go that direction. I just highly disagree with it. I just highly, highly disagree with it. But all right, so that's what I'm on TV wise. And I guess that all came off of me talking about I'm in gym mode and within like the next 30, 40 minutes or so. So yeah, Breaking Bad during my cardio session. After that, um, I think one of the first stops that I'm gonna make today is Lowe's. Um, I'm constantly doing housework, regardless of the property. Oh, constantly, constantly doing housework. I have some of my closest friends like have given me for like Christmas and shit, Home Depot and Lowe's gift cards. Like here's a $500 or $1,000 gift card. Like I swear, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause motherfuckers know I'll be in and out of that place so fucking much. And those normally be the first places that open on a Saturday or Sunday. They be open like 6 a.m. because all the construction work is coming, loading up or whatever to head out, and get in the field. So that'll probably be my first stop after I work out this morning. After that, a couple errands, a couple stops, and then like I said, I'm in. By the time the malls and everything work open up and everything, I'm gonna really, really treat myself to a big shopping spree today. I'm gonna have a good time. I ain't gonna make it back to the crib until I don't know, and I don't even have a. This is what I'm going for. It's just if I see it, I'm on it. If I see it, I'm on it. So I'm gonna be all over the place today. But other than that, man, I hope y'all are doing good. Happy Saturday. Let me get into a couple battle rap things real quick before I get into my topic. What I got over here for some of my pictures that I saved for today. Okay, let's talk about it. It's out. Oh, you know what? Real quick, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me catch up with one or two supers real quick. Being that nigga, did Show Off tell you about those two pops I was trying to get you? Magic and Bird. Congrats on all your success inside and outside of battle rap. Thank you for that. I don't think Show mentioned that to me. Maybe he forgot, or maybe he did and I forgot. But no, I appreciate that. I do have a bunch of Magic and Bird pops. I got some of the bigger ones too, the Dream Team ones, I think, and I got some of the smaller ones too. But nah, he didn't mention that to me. But nah, I appreciate that, homie. I really do. Um, I see members in the building. I see members in the building. Shout out to the RBE channel members. I see members in the building. All the members. Salute to y'all. I'm gonna get to my topic. I got y'all. Don't worry. I'm gonna get to the title. Shout out to the members in the building. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the members. Oh, y'all already in here scrolling crazy in the comment section. Okay. My guy, Positive Vibes, man. A member and somebody that I've rocked with uh from within RBE for years. I appreciate you as always, homie. The early bird. Let's get to it. Oh yeah, we are going to have a very productive Saturday. And as y'all see, I'm getting an early start. And obviously, unless y'all haven't been asleep yet, y'all getting an early start too. Unless y'all just rolled over in bed and said, "Fuck it, where's my phone? I can't sleep." And you said this bugged out guy's going live, so fuck it, tune in. Game of Thrones. Thank you for that. I started watching Game of Thrones and I kind of got sidetracked the same way the first time I was going through Breaking Bad. Game of Thrones seems to be very good. I'm gonna have to start it from the beginning again because I don't really remember too much of what was going on. I loved some of the characters in Game of Thrones that were being developed. I think I got to the part where the girl was like the dragon queen or whatever, and the baby dragons. Something was going on with that. I'm pretty sure later on them dragons are gonna be huge and all that, and probably cause chaos and all types of shit. I don't know, but I could see myself enjoying that type of that type of genre, because one of my favorite movie series of all times is Lord of the Rings. And that's also why the homie put Lord of the Rings on the back of my Kobe Rucker jersey that he gave me at Max Out 3. You know what I'm saying? Not only to signify that every Max Out is a championship ring for me, but also I've mentioned Lord of the Rings many, many times. Lord of the Rings, I feel the scale of it is so epic. You know what I mean? So love Lord of the Rings, and I'm gonna get back to Game of Thrones. Maybe I'll do Game of Thrones after I finish Breaking Bad, and I'll keep y'all up to date on where I'm at with both. So I appreciate this sober too, Mr. GKU. All right, so let me get into this real quick. For those that are aware, this is now out on the RBE YouTube channel, the main event from Max Out 3. What some people are saying is the best event in a long time. What some people are saying is their favorite event in a long time. What some people are saying is the best event ever, period. The only card to ever deliver 3 to 4 classics in one night. Just a very, very epic and historic moment, not only for RBE, for the battle rap culture. I'm seeing the impact. I'm seeing the continued talk coming off of this event. I think it's beautiful. And here you have it. The main event has dropped on the channel. And I think it's even better on cam than it felt in the building. It's really epic. When we put the word classic or epic in the title of the YouTube video, we don't use that loosely on the channel, as you see. Like we'll put like Hitman Holla versus Cassidy epic rap battle. You know what I'm saying? Or we'll put Hitman Holla versus Ill Will classic battle. We don't play with that when it comes to our titles on the channel. And we put that to the title of this video right here. It deserves it. It's a classic battle. These guys went to war in there. It's as if you peeped it already, or if you saw it live, it's like 57 minutes. They used their rounds. They really, really used their time. And I love cards and battles like that. It can make the night feel longer sometimes, like there are times where you're just like, yo, just give me a 25-minute video, 25-minute upload, or 25-minute battle in the building, and we good. Rapping is rapping. But for moments like this is too important of a battle. It's legendary. It's epic. It's going to age. It's going to be something that Ill Will talk about years from now. My Hitman battle. It's something that Hitman will talk about years from now. My Ill Will battle. Something that RBE and fans will talk about years from now. Ill Will versus Hitman Holla. It's very important. And times like that, when you get a 45-minute, a 50+ minute upload, and those guys is really, really working during those 3 rounds, I love it. I respect it. We're not doing the whole time limit thing. No, we didn't have to do that the whole night. Nobody asked for no clock. Nobody complained about a time limit. We just went through the battles, and what you brought to Max Out 3 is what you brought to Max Out 3. All opponents respected it. Nobody ever looked at me and did the whole ARP. Nobody ever gave me the funny look like, cut them off for me. It's in the contract. You know what I'm saying? We just worked. And this is a classic example of that. It was available on the channel early for the members. I think you guys had 2 days early exclusive access to this main event. And then last night, here Friday night, it dropped for all of our subscribers as promised. So the battle went down Saturday, drops for all of our subscribers by Friday. You can get, you really got a main event to one of the best events ever in less than a 7-day turnaround. I don't know if it gets any better than that. I appreciate everybody that appreciates that, because that within itself is hard work. Our VOD is still on sale. If you want to see the entire event and all the remaining classics, all of that stuff, it's up there. It's up there. Go to rarebreedent.com or go to rapgrid.com/maxout3. You can still watch this on VOD for playback. And we appreciate everybody that's tuning in. But we've already released the main event for you. So go ahead and enjoy that. Weigh in heavy on that comment section. I need to know who won this battle because it is extremely close. I need to know who won this battle. I mean, whoever you have losing this battle doesn't impact whoever y'all want to see them versus next, because they both were that good. I'm not out the loop. I'm getting all the phone calls, all the text messages about Hitman Holla versus Loaded Lux. I see it. I'm getting all the calls, all the text messages about Ill Will versus Averb. I see it. I see it. So for that respect, doesn't matter who you have winning because they both did so well. I know when you really watch a battle multiple times, you can, if you're a good enough analyst, and then a lot of it is subjective and personal preference, but even me, I can force myself to always pick a winner, regardless of even if it comes down to some fine way you got to determine and separate. I could always pick a winner. You know what I'm saying? But this type of outcome and performance from these two guys, they both rise up after. They both, nobody drops. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got damaged. We actually got to watch this battle, whether live, on the YouTube, on the VOD. We actually got to watch this battle and get reminded of how much we're supposed to appreciate these two guys. There's no doubt in my mind, Ill Will is the most charismatic battle rapper in the world. The way that he goes into his pockets and he talks, his sarcasm. You were scared? You were scared, huh? Like the way he delivers shit like that. It's like the way he set up Nick Cannon before he said "fuck you" and all that shit. Like only Ill Will could get away with that type of shit. And then I always call it pivoting, in an instant flip to being aggressive, and it's 100% believable. When he's comedic, it's believable. When he's aggressive, it's believable. In a split second, I always call that pivoting. My favorite pivoting from Ill Will is still the shot that he took at me during the Jag battle. Oh my God. We got over there, and then there's over there. We got over there, and a little over there. Coke So White. ARP was like, dude, what y'all got over there? That pivot to comedy. It was the perfect haymaker setup. Only Ill Will can do those at that level. Only. And Hitman Holla, the appreciation. That's why you didn't hear people pay attention. You didn't hear even the word being used the way it is right now, accolades, until this promo run. I was done on purpose. I was one of the people that felt that Hitman deserved that. Have so many conversations with Holla, and I can vouch for him. His humility off camera and outside this culture, he just knows that if I tweet, I have the most million view battles or whatever, it's like there's such a toxic place. They'll get at him for that, and people will blog on him for that or whatever. Like they don't want you to actually claim your shit. Like I'll get on Twitter and I'll be just like, yo, this event is blah 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 blah. And shout out to Twerk. Twerk be like, yo, for 10 years, blah blah. Like, you can fend off what you want. You know what I'm saying? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. You know what I'm saying? And Holla knows that about himself. So it's like, I'm just like, I wasn't letting that slide neither. Not for this card. So that's why during that sit down that we did, all those videos that we rolled out, I asked those type of questions. Yo, tell me some of your accolades. Yo, tell me about this. Tell me how you did that. Tell me how you achieved this. It's important. It's real important. And we have that, not just about our industry, but we have that in our human nature sometimes. It's just the we forget the impact and the importance of some of our heavyweights, some of our gatekeepers, some of our decision makers, some of our power players, and not even just the power players. You know what I'm saying? Even, people that's, lower on the totem pole, if they've impacted the culture, if they impacted the industry, if they've impacted you, we can't just flip flop on people. Like certain people, it doesn't, Allah said a beautiful line. He said, I'd have to lose like 52 battles straight to have a losing record. Just apply that to looking at somebody and establishing their impact as far as like being appreciative, right? You just get to a certain point where you've done so much where you're not supposed to say, okay, what you do now or what you do this weekend or what you do in this matchup is going to determine how I look at you. At some point, you have to just say, I'm going to base how I feel on that moment. Fine. I'm going to judge the battle. I'm going to say you sucked. I'm going to say you won. I'm going to say you lost. But I'm not going to bring in your legacy because your legacy is already signed and sealed. See what I'm saying? And we do that. We do that sometimes. So shout out to those two guys, man. That classic battle is on the channel. I hope y'all are enjoying that. I'm pretty sure y'all know what's next. Glock 40 to your bitch ass. How you gonna take me, son? Well, your kind can't even take the sun. Y'all know what's next. Shout out to A Ward. I saw he posted an example of a Glock 40 t-shirt and he asked the question, would y'all buy this for $35.99? He posted out on Twitter. My personal answer to that is I would pay more. Me, because it's a moment in battle rap. Arguably a part of one of the best. Well, definitely that's not an argument. If I say the best event ever, argue it. If I say one of the best events ever, no argument, right? One of the most promoted matchups ever, arguably from as far as like grudge leading, right? One of the best, definitely top haymaker of the year. Definitely. I think the haymakers of the year came down to like initially, it would just happen to be A Ward as well. A Ward versus Vixen, the Crown Vic shit that he did when he sat at the end of the stage. It was like haymaker of the year. You also had Close My Eyes and Hit Something versus Big K. That one was like significant because their grudge. So that kind of gave a little bit more weight and importance than to me watching A Ward versus Vixen, right? And then this one right here, because not only was the setup crazy, not only was the bar crazy, but the placement of it. He came out the gate like that, right? It was unexpected. It was uncharacteristic of how we know A Ward, and it completely blended into the storyline of all of this hype and grudge and talk leading into the matchup. And then even the formulation of the physicality of it felt perfect. Like I saw A Ward explain that the spacing of when he turns around and it lands perfectly on A Verb's head, and A Verb reacts perfectly, slaps his hand down, and then they lock horns again. All professional and energy manner though. Not no beefing and fight time. All energy. That moment is magic. It's magic. I'm me. I'm paying more for that, A Ward. Me. And if you sell them for $35.99, I'm still paying triple for mine just as a thank you. I'm paying triple the price for mine. I want mine signed by you. But one thing that was on your t-shirt though, it just says Glock 40 on yo. And I understand and I respect that. It's probably not going to be easy for a Christian to sell a t-shirt that says on your bitch ass. But I want my t-shirt to say on your bitch ass because that's the bar. I don't want the Glock 40 on yo. I want the Glock 40 on your bitch ass. That's what I want. If I can get that A Ward, I'll pay you $200 for one. If you can sign me a Glock 40 on your bitch ass t-shirt, I will send you $200 for it immediately. $200 t-shirt. I really need that, A Ward. So yeah, that's next. That's gonna be the next drop. We got y'all. Let me jump to this real quick. Yo, I gotta figure out how to like try to post these to the side. Just drop the shit in the middle. It's like, but at least I could like hint over here and still talk about it as I see it. So this is going down today. Shout out to Easy to Block, Gutter City, and the Trenches. Easy. You gotta text me. I gotta ask you. Oh, I gotta ask you. I gotta figure it out myself. Um, Gutter City and the trench, because sometimes I be calling easy shit the trenches. Sometimes I call it Gutter City. Is it like two entities that came together? I gotta ask you that. I love both names though. Gutter City is a dope name. For your company, for your brand, for your league, and the trenches is dope too. Especially if like all your settings feels gritty for like your battle rap events, the trenches, that's dope. So we know what nostalgia is. Philly versus New York. I might have missed it online while I was probably like caught up in all the Max Out 3 myself, my own shit. I don't know if Easy picked his judges. Um, I'm very curious to watch that today. Or I'm definitely gonna at least try to listen to it in the background, be walking around my Bluetooth probably. So depending on when I'm outside versus when the event starts and everything like that, I'll probably have it playing. So I'm gonna be tuned in. If I miss anything, I'll probably play back the VOD tomorrow or something like that. So I'm on deck. I'm definitely on deck. The whole Philly versus New York theme has always been important. You're talking about you can argue. Is it an argument? The two biggest pillars of early battle rap, street battle rap, like the DVD era that came out of Philly, to me, you can argue was more significant than the DVD era that came out of New York. Now, New York, we are the home of hip hop. We birthed hip hop. We are the mecca of hip hop, right? But when you start talking battle rap in that early era, some can argue that Philly was ahead of New York at certain times. I was in tune. Their wave is historic. Their wave is extremely important to battle rap as a whole and the history timeline. So Philly versus New York, um, this is big right here. This is important. A Rex versus NH rematch type of situation. Why not? Y'all want to see Murder Mook versus Joey Jihad again as a rematch? You never know. You know what I'm saying? But like, yo, this is all dope. So if I take a look at this card real quick, I saw a video title that or no, a picture on Twitter that said Rosenberg Raw versus Mike P is now the main event. I think they deserve to be. Rosenberg Raw, this is, you can say, his biggest year and of his career. Just the notoriety of him, from the battles to his name that also jumped up from last year, like after the Ill Will battle and everything like that. His blogging, podcasting, commentating. He went from being one dimensional to like four-dimensional overnight. And that's what we expect battlers to do, not just for, you know, pushing their battles and pushing these events, but pushing themselves, right? Like I'm pretty sure Rosenberg, well, I'm not sure. I know the conversation that I have with Raw. There's things that he has coming up. There's ideas that he has. He's probably kicking himself for not doing this shit like years ago. He probably is. He probably is because the kid is hitting the ground running with this shit. When I say kid, I'm just speaking slang. He's a grown ass man. But he's like, he went from one dimensional to four dimensional from a battle rap standpoint overnight. Overnight. You know what I mean? So Rosenberg Roy is carrying a lot of weight right now. Shout out to Mike P. I think Mike P, people have a certain narrative and storyline that they're following with him now, coming off of, his last battle or his last I guess it was like call outs with URL and all that, as far as him feeling like I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I think the narrative is kind of like him feeling like he wasn't getting the battles or the attention or the respect that he deserved from URL. So put himself into that free agent lane, which I feel everybody should be in anyway, right? All the big battlers are. Sometimes the big battle is this, the smaller battle is by saying you can't do what you want for that very reason. So that is one of the characteristics of important battle rappers because they're so important to a league's success that a league doesn't have to worry about or doesn't care um, or will conform is a better way to say it. A league will conform if the battle rapper wants to do what they want, right? Now, let's say Big K wasn't my friend. If he wasn't my friend and if I really wasn't like this already, let's say I was like, I had that politic type of restrictive, I don't want you to battle anywhere type of mentality, right? then me and Big K would be clashing all over the place because Big K does what he wants. He's all over the place. He could be on this platform, that platform they call him. I want to see Big K on Chrome 23. Um, I want to see him back on King of the Dot. They're activated again. I want to see him on Trenches. I want to see him on the Riot. You know what I'm saying? I see people talking about, hey, what's up with Tay Rock versus Big K on the Riot? Book it. Do it. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. I'll promote it. Tay Rock, I call you out to actually come do a fucking stream, sit down promo video with me right here when you're about to battle Big K on the Riot or any league. Battle him on URL. Battle Big K anywhere. Let him kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? Stand in front of that. You know what I mean? I'll promote it on any platform. You know what I'm saying? So Mike P, I think coming out of that narrative is good for him. Um, Damn, no disrespect. I think I'm right. I think he was already announced for King of the Dot. Damn, I don't want to spoil it if he wasn't. I'm pretty sure he was announced for King of the Dot. So it's just leaning to my point of Mike P moving around doing his thing. I think it's good for him. And by the fly voice, man, if you cooking, they booking. Any league, including URL. You go crazy, they're gonna call you. You know what I'm saying? I heard that there was a conversation at the Riot. I heard allegedly that Eric Beasley ran down on Riggs and was like, "Yo, man, what you did at Max Out 3." People pay attention to everything, but I heard allegedly ran down on Riggs, like, "Yo, man, if you get another battle over there with like this person and off him, and then I'm gonna give you a deal." That's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? So does Mike P is considered a more known battle rapper than Riggs. So if you're cooking, they booking. If Riggs is getting ran down on the day after he battles on Max Out 3, his YouTube battle ain't even out yet, and he's being talked about. He's being asked about potential deals. That shows you if you cooking, they booking, right? So Mike P, smart move. Mike P, I saw your not divide and conquer, your Max Out 3 recap. Um, Great quality, great analyst. Um, I gotta watch more of Mike P's content. I didn't know that he was that good of an analyst, but then again, duh, he should be. He's a battle rapper, so you should be able to hone in on battlers' attributes and how battles go and be able to speak to them pretty well as a battler yourself, a very good battler yourself. I would love to come on Mike P's podcast or show. I think that would be dope just to talk shit, talk battle rap and whatnot. So shout out to Mike P. That is the battle that I probably, me personally, want to see the most. Hollow Man versus Head Ice. I'm very curious to see how Hollow Man is going to get up there and perform. Out there, he's a legend, right? I don't even have to say out there. If you know battle rap, you can give him that name of like he's one of those because he's such an early guy. You know, he's putting in work early on. So I definitely want to see what Hollow Man's going to do. Head Ice is coming off of a dope performance versus Show Off the week before. So he has got momentum not only for himself, but from the fans right now. That's dope. Reed Dollars versus Un P. I think that's an important battle. I think that's important because Reed is one of the leaders of Philly. So he's one of the guys that has to hold it down in an equation like this, New York versus Philly. So and then also Reed is on a very good run. He's on a very good, very strong run right now. He's back active. He's taking a bunch of battles, and he's holding it down in him. So Reed got to be careful. He's got to stay consistent. P, we get to see what P is going to look like. Cypher P, crazy. Has P's battled before? Yeah, but they're always going to do it. It's gonna be how we look at Jag, how we look at King Los, how we look at Jay Mills. What are you going to look like today? What are you going to look like now? The same way I just said that about Hollow Man. Same thing for P. Can these guys rap? Have these guys battled before? Can these guys do ciphers? Can these guys, at a drop of a dime, wow us with their artistry? Of course. But modern day battle rap in this type of setting, these are the question marks that I've always been about. These are the question marks that I always thought was healthy for battle rap. If everything we see is tried and true, and we know what to expect, then the culture just becomes like this, repetitive. And a lot of cards do come out like that. A lot of big leagues don't take chances. A lot of owners don't have that creativity or that risk taking. These are risks. All right, I'm gonna put on the flyer, Hollow Man's at the top. On the flyer, P is second from the top. Now I know it's just a fly. It doesn't mean the placement of a battle as far as its real rank from a battle rap culture standpoint. But yeah, that creativity is important and that risk is important because it's hard to be real. League owner mode, hip y'all. It's not easy to sell tickets for question marks. When I gotta tell y'all, trust me, y'all, the main event, Math Hoffa versus Jag, is gonna be good. A lot of y'all is just like, I don't even know what Jag's gonna look like up there. Yeah, we heard a audio battle on Angry Fan with him versus Cortez out, but can he perform? Can he stand in front of Math Hoffa? Can he battle? Does he got it? Does he get it? You know what I'm saying? That's a risk. Putting risks in main events and all that type of shit, it's a risk. A lot of people won't do that. So shout out to Gutter City and Trenches and Easy to Block for that. K Walker versus Show Off, that's a goodie. K Walker, I haven't seen a bad performance from K Walker in a long time. His straight tour performance last year on RBE was reckless. Bones Brigante is my nigga, and Bones put on too. But K Walker went crazy in that matchup. And Show Off is just like Head Ice, coming off of a great Max Out 3 performance. He's saying, you saying it, show timber. You got to show that. All pun intended. Fuck it. Kaboom versus Gwitty. That could be interesting. Kaboom, I think if he continues to show what he brings to the stage, he'll get more eyes on him. And that last one, I don't know those guys. Lee ND versus Muop. I don't know those guys. The only Muop name that I know is the dude from O Block that's down right now for the FBG Duck shit, allegedly. So I don't know who those two guys are, but it's always good to get new names on a flyer so we can continue to see new faces. So I just spent like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes talking about the nostalgia card because they deserve it. Shout out to Easy to Block, Gutter, and the Trenches. Yo, leagues, send me y'all people. I think Chrome is coming up next, right? Chrome 23. Yo, Rem, send me your people. Send me people. Put it in your contracts. Do a sit down with ARP during your promo run. And I'll reach out to some of these people too. Send me people, man. If you feel like some of these battle rappers ain't promoting or they're not talking or they got to do some sit downs and interviews, I will open my channel up to everybody. I'll fuck with y'all. We got 420 plus thousand subscribers. Yo, easy. Send me your people. Yo, Rem, send me your people. You know what I'm saying? What card was it that I just interviewed Bill Collector? And I don't even really rock with Bill Collector like that, but I was doing it really for Stiz. Because I fuck with Stiz. And I interviewed Bill Collector leading into his Rosenberg Raw battle. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that. I don't mind at all. Let's rock. I mean, send me y'all people, man. All right. So I'll get to my topic now. We had some fun talking about running around today. We had a topic about breaking out of the norms. Ruin yours in the building. I use Reds and Sonys. He must be answering somebody about his production. Gwitty's in the building. We need a sit down, boss. Let's do it. We could do it tomorrow. We could do it this week. Shout out to Gwitty in the building. Let's do it. I see members in the building. ARP, that's solid. Appreciate that pretty roster. That's me. It ain't brand new. It is me. It's not new to see me do stuff like that. Who else? Did I miss anybody in here? Did I miss anybody in here? I hope I didn't. I hope I didn't. Does this thing filter to supers so that like if I ever miss a super, I could like filter it? Oh, I think this is it right here. Oh, this is gonna be real easy for me now to not have to search these fucking chats and be like, let me hit these supers before I get out of here. Oh, yes, thank God. Y'all do this. That's dope. Bet. Okay, I think this was the last one where I left off. Earn 813 before I get to my topic, y'all. Both the battlers came to rap. Thanks for not having us wait too long. ARP, we got you. And shout out to Run You Down in production. Black Ball and Enterprise 499. Speaking of the Lord of the Rings, they need to show that battle with old boy Pops cut the ring off. I'm waiting for that. I'm not sure which one that is. What's that one? Mr. GKU, Heavy Half versus Remedy Loco. We wanted to do that. Those guys are real cool, and neither one of them was really with it. There was talks about that a little bit around the time of Straight to It when they was both on the car. We was all in the building together, and we kind of, I think there's footage of it, of us kind of like panning the camera back and forth from Remedy Loco to Heavy Half, like yo, this matchup could be it. It's one to me. It's like visually makes sense, stylistically makes sense. On paper, I would love to still do that battle, guys. If y'all are down to do it, I promise you, I'll book it ASAP, man. I really fuck. And those are like my guys, like Loco and Heavy Half. You know, Loco was on the last card versus Swave. He had a viral rebuttal that ended up on like World Star and shit like that. Heavy Half hasn't been on RBE in a while. That's my fault, but that is my guy. Fuck with Heavy Half as a man and as a battle rapper. The Culture One, Earn 813. Appreciate that. Really appreciate that. All right. All right. Topic mode. Um, Despite me talking so much about battle rap for like the last 20, 25 minutes, um, Mike P versus Big K on RBE, possibly. I mean, you never know. You never know. That's a cool matchup. It's a cool matchup. I got Big K 2-1 or 3-0 clear versus anybody right now. That is your champion of the year. Big K is your champion of the year. Strength and schedule, impact, consistency. Can't take it from that guy. Can't take it from that guy. But okay. Despite me talking about battle rap for at least half this video right here, this title is not for battle rap. Y'all going too far. I am back in Sorry It's True mode, which means you're not just gonna get battle rap, but you're gonna get me back to my regular opinions, talking about shit that comes across my fucking eyes and ears. I'm just like, I want to talk about this. Sorry It's True mode is back. Vacation mode activated. Even though vacations are normally short-lived, when I get 50 fucking phone calls within a span of 3 hours about Hitman Holla versus Loaded Lux, y'all kill me. These guys get into spaces. You guys will text me the link. You guys want me to get in the space, I guess, and set it up right there in the space while they're arguing and shit. Pull the contracts out and email them right in the middle of the space and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'm off battle rap right now. So Max Out 3 delivered something epic, man. You want me to get less than 7 days and already you guys have thrown me right back. You guys have no respect for me. You guys, there's no way you appreciate me in this culture. There's no fucking way. There's no way because you guys just want to slave me out. Like, like, like Max Out 3 just gave you one of the best events and lineups, you know, production wise, as far as them actually getting up there and delivering, and even on paper wise, ever. And I see once Summer Madness 2 even gets mentioned, something's going on. You know what I'm saying? And if I really want to be an asshole, I'd be like, oh, which one are you going to take, ARP? Let me be real for a second because people would be like, oh, there you go. Like, it's Sorry It's True. I always got to keep it real. Yeah. I'll give y'all that topic before I get into the title. Fuck it. I'll give y'all that topic. All right. I got y'all. Summer Madness 2 versus Max Out 3. Summer Madness 2 is the leader of all events of all time right now, and it deserves to be. There's a certain amount of nostalgia that's tied into like the legends returning. There's another element to it of when it happened and it having the time to age, it having an opportunity to age. When you do something that's like 10 years ago and then still nothing has touched it after 10 years, that within itself gives you rank. And I've said that privately to people, and I'll say it publicly because I keep it 1,000, man. I've never been biased, and I have bias to me. I should say I never lied, despite my bias or my personal preferences. I'll never lie. Right? I don't lie. Max Out 3 deserves its ability to age. It has to. Y'all haven't even gotten all the footage yet. If the whole battle rap world had seen Max Out 3 live, I wouldn't be on this camera right now. The stream would have made $2 billion, right? Like, let's say 1 million people watch Max Out 3 live and you multiply that times 75. I wouldn't be here on camera, right? So the world hasn't even had a chance to see the full Max Out 11 battles rolled out yet. And then after that, time will age it. Time will age it. And then you'll see people going back to it and saying, yo, that Hitman and Ill Will, I think that might be Hitman's top 3 best performances, or that Ill Will, like, he's a legend and he's stamped because he had battles like Hollow the Don and Hitman Hollow, where he had classic battles and classic performances. Ill Will's got 2 classics versus GOATs this year. He battled Hollow the Don and Hitman Holla, and they both came out as classic battles. Hollow versus, they're both Battle of the Year contenders. Ill Will gets to age that. Hitman Holla, the whole bullets and all, there's elements tied to the battle. The St. Louis factor, right? Of the 4 St. Louis gods there. The one that I didn't even know going in. I saw it after. I was just like, oh shit, I didn't even realize that. Of Ice, Goods, and Arsenal, the 3 Lions Den guys being on the card since for the first time together since Lions Den. The surprise battle, you know what I'm saying? The small room, the blue room, the hype, going 11 for 11, having potentially 4 classics, bare minimum 3, to come out of the same card, having arguably the battler of the year there, having arguably the league of the year deliver it, having arguably the bar of the year to come out of it, Glock 40 to your bitch ass, all of that shit. It's just a lot. It's a lot. And if I wanted to be honest and an asshole at the same time, I would say Summer Madness 2 had one of the worst main events in battle rap history when you talk about the names attached. Murder Mook versus Iron Solomon, I was one of the people that started to make my way to the doors early too. And I know because it was 5 rounds, it was just like, but even if it was 3, like, the battle was trash. The battle was trash. Enes exploded up there. I was standing on stage watching that shit. He exploded. You know what I'm saying? So there's things that hurt the production of the battles. But overall, as an event, you know, celebs up there with Q-Tip and Busta Rhymes and Diddy, you know what I'm saying? And the scale of it being in a big room. And then I think you had Rex and Verb up there, right? With money on the line and all this type of shit. Diddy throwing. So now I'm giving the shit about Summer Madness. So I'm keeping it real. That aging factor, Max Out 3 didn't get to age yet. You know what I'm saying? But there's a discussion, because if you ever say what other event, Max Out 3 comes into the conversation, which alone makes that crazy. It makes that crazy. You know what I'm saying? The moment I'm talking to bloggers, you know what I'm saying, on the phone and shit, and they're like, yo, this might be the best event ever. These are people that, like, know battle rap. And there's fans that's commenting this shit. There's media that's saying this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I admit, man, I think it deserves this opportunity to age. But it's that. It's that. And that's why I could tell y'all don't fuck with me. Because we just gave y'all that. And 3 days later, literally, y'all burn my phone down and say, book this right now. Lux versus Hitman, or Ill Will versus Averb. I got battlers calling me. Yo, do this, do that, set this up, I'm like, yo, y'all know I'm human, right? Y'all know I'm human, right? You know I have a life outside of battle rap, right? A life that is 5 times more demanding than even what I got to do in battle rap, right? No, y'all don't realize that by now. Y'all don't know that. Y'all don't take my word for it when I tell you what my life is. You don't take my word for it. No, I think you do take my word for it. I think you just say, fuck all that. Do this. Max Out 4. That's why I'm saying y'all don't fuck with me. Y'all don't fuck with me, man. Y'all do not fuck with me. So I got a couple of vacations booked, man, and the calendar can't get there faster. It really can't. Um, in the meantime, I'm trying to get some extra sleep. I'm trying to fall back. I'm trying to get into the full vacay mode. Y'all gonna see me here because I'm in sorry it's true mode. But Jesus, man, right back into a battle rap tornado. Y'all don't fuck with me. All right, back to the title now. All right, final topic. Y'all gone too far. Like I said, I'm in sorry it's true podcast mode. It's not battle rap related, y'all. I'm really, really annoyed at this point. And this is funny that the title might be the shortest part of this video. Fuck it. I just had to get this off my chest. I'm so annoyed. It's 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 gone too far. It has completely been infected into battle rap culture as well. And I guess everywhere, but I guess maybe because I see it more because I'm in battle rap. I see the battlers do the blogs. I see battlers talk. I see the fans. I see media. Y'all are going too far with the pause shit. And sorry, it's true. This is like one of those following moments that happen every once in a while during the years. For me, it cuts my brain. I respect trends. There's certain trends where I can get in line and I'd be like, oh no, that's dope. I'm a rock with that. Trends are trends. Trends are powerful, but some of them are to be ignored. Some of them are for not for everybody to just jump on the wagon, right? Like remember the or nah? I remember Saya. Shout out to Saya, Family Man Saya, Saya Boy. I remember he rapped that in one of his battles, and during the time it like got me on stage. I was like, why? Because I always thought like the or nah shit was a little feminine. All due respect to my fellas and ladies or genders, whatever. I just thought it was a little feminine. So when that was a trend, grown men, grown masculine men walking around like, you coming or not? I was just like, oh, it just like it makes my skin crawl a little bit. Like, but it was a trend. So everybody was saying it. You got trends of motherfuckers eating Tide detergent fucking balls or whatever. Remember when they started making the Tide little things that you drop in now instead of the liquid sort of commercials? Internet trends of eating them. You got trends of setting yourself on fire. You got the cinnamon challenge. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something about the cinnamon challenge. I got caught by that when I was a kid. I ain't gonna lie. I had to be in my teens when that was going around. My neighbor, my man Anthony, different Anthony than you may have heard me say recently on this channel. But my neighbor named Ant, and it was like after school one day, and we sitting in my kitchen, and he was a jewelry guy even back in high school. I was probably like a freshman at the time. He's got a gold chain. I remember back then, cartoon characters for like medallions and shit were very, very popular. This was around the time of even Iceberg popping. So if you had like the Daffy Duck or the whatever Iceberg sweaters, all of that was a go. All of that was in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think even Jay was it Iceberg Slim or something? I forget. He was called one of his aliases. So Iceberg was heavy. Looney Tune characters was heavy. If you're a Staten Island nigga, didn't the Harbor have a gang? Well, niggas was calling themselves Looney Tunes. Like this person was Taz, this person was right. I think there was even gangs up based off of shit. So Looney Tunes and cartoon characters was everywhere. And he had this pretty big size gold chain with one of the cartoon characters on it. And the chain was dope. Nigga takes off his chain, puts it on the glass kitchen table in the crib. They say, you got cinnamon? I'm like, yeah. Pulls out a tablespoon, goes into my shit, grabs a tablespoon, grabs a cinnamon, says, puts it on a shit, on a spoon. If you could swallow this cinnamon, I'll give you my chain. And I spent like 5-10 minutes making sure that if I do this stupid shit, I'm taking your chain and you're not getting it back. Like we're not doing the whole complaining or nothing. I'm taking this fucking chain. And he was just laughing and just like, yo, like the bet is a bet. I'm going to stand on it. And I didn't believe it. I was just like, what is the magic trick? What is the catch? This is a setup. I'm not even gonna put it on my neck. You're not gonna try to snatch this off my neck. No, I put it in my pocket. I said, yo, I'm keeping this shit. Don't ask me for this chain back. Right? In my mind, cinnamon is just, it's gonna be like a spoonful of sugar. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sugar guy. Like I love sweet shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna pause that, but we'll get there. Right? Right? So I do it, almost fucking died. Like the thing about the cinnamon challenge is it's so granular and it's so powdery and so fine that too much of it you can't swallow. It's the dryness of it will clog up. It'll like formulate with your saliva and clog you up. And I wouldn't be surprised if you Googled and people have died off of the cinnamon challenge. My neighbor could have fucking killed me on accident. That's how that shit ends up in the news. Kids playing around and do a wrestling move and kill your friend on accident. Do a cinnamon challenge and kill your friend on accident. We was just playing, doing the light yourself on fire challenge and die on accident. You know what I'm saying? Fucking swallow the tide, but people's anatomy, people's genetics and all that shit are different. For you, it was a joke. For me, I died. You know what I'm saying? So trends, it's nothing new. We've all lived through trends, but certain trends are just too much at times. Harlem, right? They are overboard with it. And it's their shit. I have some of the funniest conversations with 40 Cal about pause on the phone. I'll be like, yo, I'm about to take that to a blog, take that to Twitter. Did you just pause that? You know what I'm saying? Like me and him have hilarious conversations on the phone about pause. Charlie Clips and all these niggas. I expect it from the Dame Dashes of the world, these big celebrities that have popularized it over the years. And I, I expect it. But it's this fucking, it is what it is. And Cam and Mace. And I'm watching y'all. Y'all all talk the same now. Want to know why? Because all y'all are saying, that was crazy. Now, that's annoying the shit out of me. Damn, I want to curse y'all out. Watch y'all. You say something so simplistic. Yo, I mean, I could give you a tip if you're trying to figure it out. Pause. That was crazy. Because the tip in your mind is a dick. I think I've always thought this. I remember I had this debate with Queens Flip one time, like years ago. I've always felt it's, for lack of better words, it's gay within itself. I remember Show Off rap that, I think, to Math, right? You have to have the gay thoughts. When y'all pause, when I'm having conversations with people and they say pause, then my mind goes there because I'm fast enough. I'm like, I'm figuring out what they just meant. But my mind wasn't there. It's like you have to have that mind in the first place, which to me is crazy. It's so homophobic and it's so gay and it's also kind of insecure too. To me, I know y'all play with it, but the real root, have fun with it. But the real roots of it to me is homophobia, insecurity, trendy, and your mind being gay within itself. All four of those. And I'm not saying that these people are gay that do it. That's not what I'm saying. But you have to have in your mind that our common English language of how we've been talking our whole life equates to dicks and whatnot now. If I take a sip of this water right now on camera, some of y'all out there are at a point where you would say pause. That's gay. Because now a water bottle to you is a dick. That's gay to me. That's gay to me. You can't eat a hot dog in New York no more. We didn't grow up like that. It has a whole name now and everything. It's a fucking glizzy and all this shit. They got videos. You try to eat a hot dog, you got to turn your back and all this gets slapped out your hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York. The hot dog truck, the burger truck, the taco truck, the gyro truck. You know what I'm saying? When back in the day when you was young and broke, a quick hot dog would save your fucking life. Everybody got they from my I'm an 80s baby. I come from a fucking era, man. Everybody had their style of hot dog. Some niggas like relish. Y'all gonna pause this whole thing. Some people like sauerkraut, ketchup, mustard, whatever. You can't eat a hot dog today. Y'all are gonna pause the fuck out of this video because y'all are children and it's gonna be hilarious. Like if y'all clip any of these and like put it on Twitter, it's gonna be hilarious. But some of y'all are with me. I could be funny about it too. But some of y'all are with me. It's like, yo, y'all are going crazy. But that's the part of it that really annoys me. The Cam and May shit. The Cam and May shit. Everybody's walking around, pausing, and they go, that was crazy. That was crazy. Y'all all talking the same now. And y'all took that from Cam and Mace's show and y'all made it a part of y'all trendy daily lingo now. That to me is crazy. That's what's really crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Look in the mirror. Unplug yourself from the matrix, y'all. Like it ain't the homophobia to me was never that serious. A lot of people say all the time, I have a gay friend, or I have a gay uncle, or I knew people in school that was gay, or whatever. Right? It's homophobia is I mean that's the roots of it. Homophobia is not for extremely secure people, right? It's just not. Um I can get deep and I can even tie that into certain types of mentalities of, like, let's say an example of like racism, right? Like there's certain people in the world that fear a different race because of areas of their race that are dominant. You have certain people in the world that just be like, nah, you ain't gonna be around the mandingo ass niggas or whatever, because maybe your stereotype isn't cut like that. It's insecurity, and it could turn even into racism. I don't want my women with your type of women. I mean, with your type of men, right? You only hear racism, but some of that type of racist thought also embeds insecurity. Insecurity, right? Like, I don't have any insecurities about how I talk, being in a room full of men or a room full of women. It's like, take the psychology a little bit deeper. Y'all are all talking the same. Y'all are all following the shit out of that. And y'all are going overboard with a way that we didn't grow up. We didn't grow up homophobic, saying pause and questioning human language like that. But y'all evolved yourselves into a way where you force yourself to think about a dick every 5 seconds. The closest thing to it is fucking what's the guy? 5'5" Crip. Crip Mac. He trained his mind to say five with everything. People think that within itself is just like, everything he says got a five in it, all that shit. He didn't grow up as a kid talking like that. I hope he wasn't gang banging when he was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. But if he was, then it's like, where's the parents at? Right. And some people's parents ain't there. That's a whole other conversation. But anyway, he trained his mind to speak with the fives and all that type of shit. Right. Y'all are training your minds to think about dicks. That's what it takes. Sorry, it's true. If 10 times a day you're saying pause, or that was crazy. That was, he took a sip of his water. That was crazy. Your mind got a permanent dick in it. That don't bother y'all? That's not weird to y'all? That's another word y'all love to use, right? Weird. That's weird to me. Your mind, let me say it again. Your mind has a permanent dick in it every fucking day. And the only niggas that get a pass is Harlem niggas to me. That's it. Sorry, it's true. I don't play the pause game. If I've ever said something super overboard and I'm with my folk and I might joke, cool. But when it becomes a part of your daily speech and lingo, you're training your mind to be homophobic, and you're training your mind to equate almost anything of a certain shape or a certain type of action to a dick. That's weird. You're training your mind to do that. That's weird. Sorry, it's true. It's funny, but it's true. Derek Dorsey, appreciate the super. Hey, ARP, my first live, but I want to tell real recognize fake how dumb he sounds. If a black man does what Avo does, he will be hired. I don't know what conversation y'all were having in the chat about whatever this super chat pertains to, but thank you for the super, Derek. I was in topic mode, so I wasn't watching the chat at the time. Um, Derek Dorsey, ARP, no snipers, real recognize real is a troll. Who's real recognize real? Let me try to scroll up. And no, I have yet to ever like hire snipers or bring people into the RBE channel live as moderators. Maybe I need to, but no, I haven't because I kind of tried to develop a more mature uh following on this channel because of my personality and the energy that I put out. But I know it's still the internet. So what are we saying? We're saying no snipers, real recognize real as a troll. Well, I'll scroll up to see if I can get in the loop of what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to get in the loop. I can't find anything just yet. Scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up. Mm-hmm. Scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up. Oh, this is a long chat, so I don't know. I don't know if I see something, something that's crazy, then I do ban people from the channel. I do block people from the channel. There's nothing wrong blocking people from your Twitter or your Instagram. Control your space, your YouTube channel, your social media, your Facebook, your Twitter. Yeah, people. That's another funny thing too. You'll see people complaining that you blocked them. They put up a screenshot like ARP or Big K or somebody blocked me. This is my space. That's like me saying you can't come in my house anymore. It's actually bitch made tendencies that you're mad that you can't come in my house anymore. Go to your own house, right? That's my mentality, right? But some people be offended that you don't want them around you anymore, right? So, yeah, I have no problem with that. Like, big case, right? Like, you only live once. Don't nobody want to walk around seeing somebody say stupid shit to you all fucking day on social media because social media makes everybody accessible, especially when we know 99% of that shit people wouldn't say to everybody's face. So use the block button, y'all. But yo, I done scrolled up this whole time. I can't find that name. There's a lot of things in the chat. I'm not sure what y'all are talking about, but I do appreciate y'all. But if I do see anything wild, then I'll jump on it. But yeah, y'all. So that's just how I feel about that topic. Um, I hope a couple people see this shit and at least look in the mirror and be like, yeah, I am fucking saying pause a mile a minute this year. I really started going overboard this year, 2023, when It Is What It Is took off. Or I am all of a sudden in my lingo saying, that was crazy. That was crazy. I hope people look in the mirror and they realize that because sometimes trends, they catch you and you don't even realize that you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I watch it, I'm just like, I'm getting real turned off by this shit, as I do many trends. Trends are not meant for everybody to hop in. Sometimes, let the little kids have it or whatever. But the deeper roots of like the homophobia and you training your brain to equate things to a dick at light speed um, is weird within itself. And if you don't agree with that, then we just not on the same page. You live your life, I'll live mine. But all right, good morning, y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking. I'll be back in a few, y'all. I'm out.